What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. Ruger LC Carbine in 10mm. Testing continued. We've been having a lot of fun with this 16-inch carbine lately. No reason to stop now. We're going to be moving on to the forbidden ammo test. You guys really have in the comment section requested this a lot. I mentioned that I would probably run the aluminum case and I was going to run some 40 Smith & Wesson through it just to see if it can do it. Although in the manual it says do not do that. So just a fair warning there. I'm doing things that we're not supposed to be doing. But this is our rifle. We're not sponsored by anybody. We bought this so we can. And technically, I guess this is so weird, but I'm a professional, so don't do this at home. I also just picked up a Glock 15 round magazine also. I think that's going to be a little bit easier to deal with in the mag well than that big long extended magazine. I'm going to run a couple light 10mm range loads through this gun first, just to show you that it can cycle 10mm. It is really a 10mm. And then after that, we're going to move on to the forbiddens. So number one is going to be 40 Smith & Wesson. Like I said, you're not supposed to do this. A lot of people do run 40 Smith & Wesson through 10mm just fine. I'm assuming this one will handle it. But of course, it says not to in the manual. And we're not just going to run any 40 Smith & Wesson or any hand loads or anything like that. We're going for an actual factory defensive loading. Some people are going to automatically scream in the comment section, why are you doing this? Well, don't worry about it. If you don't like it, don't watch it. But in the meantime, maybe this is all you have, and maybe this is what you need to load into a gun in a defensive situation. So we want to find out if it will actually work or not. So this is defensive ammunition. This is 180 grain Hydra shock from Federal Premium Ammunition. Then we're going for one of my absolute favorite 40 Smith & Wesson rounds. That's Critical Duty by Hornady. That's a 175 grain flex lock. If I needed to load up 40 Smith & Wesson in a 10mm carbine, this is what I would grab. And then last we have Blazer Ammunition aluminum case, 200 grain. And this is the other one people are going to be screaming about in the comments. Why are you doing this? You're not supposed to do this. What's the point? Well, I guarantee you somebody's going to be doing this. Somebody's going to grab this ammunition, not read the manual, and they're just going to try to run it. So we want to see what happens. I really don't think it's a good idea to be putting out a firearm that would actually break under these circumstances just because someone ran aluminum case ammunition. Supposedly, from what the internet says, you can have case head separation. If that's true or not, I don't know. We'll try to find out today. So I guess technically we're going through all three that Ruger doesn't want you to use. We're using hand loads, we're using 40 Smith & Wesson, and aluminum case. Maybe we'll add 357 SIG down the road. That'll really get them going. We're going to start out with the regular 10mm range loads right here on the steel just to show you the impact and show you that it runs. I'm going to throw the defensive ammunition onto these targets just to see what kind of accuracy we can get. And then I'm going to spread the aluminum case around a little bit and just see if we can knock out the centers of these. And yes, we will get velocities for you. All right, I think we have 6 or so rounds loaded up. It's starting to rain. Hopefully we can get through this testing. Like I said, just going onto that steel plate for now. That was 1216. 1184. 1196, 1208, 1202, 1187, and that was it. It ran those. Bolt hold open. Let's move on to the Hydra shock. All right, Hydra shock on the left target. Let me turn down that brightness just a hair. That did sound kind of funny. I think we hit right underneath the bullseye. That was 1094, and it jammed open. So what we have here is we have the round didn't have enough power to cycle the bolt back properly. So we have one stuck. We do have an empty stuck. I'm going to go ahead and remove that magazine. Work that back just a hair. So one fell out. There we got the other one. Case doesn't look too bad. It got nicked up a little bit. Let me see what the other round looks like. The other one that was trying to feed has just a little bit of a markup, but nothing bad. All right, let's try that again. In case I didn't say it, that was 1094. It did cycle that one out, and that was 1072. That was dead center of that bullseye at 1070, and I think it cycled that one. That was 1110. And that was 1063, and we have a bolt lock, or bolt hold open. That's supposed to happen. Not the best accuracy. I was aiming here every time. I did get one good hit. I was very steady, I can tell you that, and this is definitely 0 to right here with 10mm. So this could be totally expected with 40 Smith & Wesson. It's not a very high velocity. It has a little bit of jump to make it into the rifling. It's not exactly supposed to go through a 10mm, but in a pinch, as long as it cycles that bolt, which it did 4 out of 5 times, hey, we can get it to work. Next ammunition will be the 40 Smith & Wesson 175 grain flex lock. This is very nice ammunition, primer sealed, bullet sealed, good stuff. And since I forgot to show you, here's what the Hydroshock muzzle velocity was supposed to be out of a pistol. That was 1,000 flat out of a pistol is what they say it will go. And as far as the Hornady critical duty, that is supposed to go 1,010 feet per second out of the muzzle. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to load this. I'm going to chamber this. And then I'm just going to show you that, yes, it does hang off of that extractor pretty well. It doesn't just free float and fly down into the chamber like some people say it would. All right, first shot on the right target up there. Felt just the same as the Hydroshock. It just feels like a very light 10mm. It did appear to cycle, and it went 1062. I think we got a hole and hole up there. It's shooting just a hair under the bullseye, right on the line. We have 1029. Now we have 1015. And this is a non-reciprocating bolt. People are asking me about that. It's actually kind of convenient because when you move it, you can move it back and forth, of course, but then it kind of clicks into place. It's actually a good rest for your thumb. I don't know if they designed it like that or not, but if they did, good job. All right, that one was up there in the bullseye a little bit more. One jumped up just like with the Hydroshock. That was 1012. And yeah, one more thing about that. That's kind of funny because this is a pistol caliber carbine, and this is almost like the gas pedal that you see on those competition guns. All right, and then we have a bolt hold open like we should properly. Those all cycled great. Critical duty's good stuff, even in 10mm when it's actually a 40 caliber. But that was 1028. Let's go look at the target. So we pretty much saw a repeat here of what we had with the Hydroshock over there. A grouping low, one ran high. Overall, not too bad. Felt good out of the gun. So as far as we can tell for right now, not recommended, but in a pinch, critical duty would probably be better than the Hydroshock. We did have one fail the cycle over there, but not too bad. All right, now we have the aluminum case ammunition, the Blazer 10mm auto, 200 grain. We'll see how fast this goes, and we'll see if it actually goes without doing anything bad to the gun. I'm going to be shooting at that target up there with the little dots on it. And it's raining on us, so this is turning into not fun, but we'll get her done. And sorry that the audio changed, but my microphone just gave out, so you probably have totally different audio now. Well, nothing bad happened. We have 1157. And we have 1200 exactly. 1184. 1187. 1175. 1177. 1178. I was waiting for one to land on the table. That case looks totally fine to me, other than being a little bit dirty. No case head separation, no bad primer, nothing like that. Looks good to me. Let's keep going. We had 1186. 1172. 1173. 1185. 1171. 1185. 1187. And shot number 15 is 1192. They all ran, nothing blew up. All these little aluminum cases over here seem pretty good. I kind of smushed that word, aluminum, but they all look good to me. I was just kind of messing around here. I wasn't going for anything specific. My glasses are all fogged up. Just wanted to get those shots off and get the velocities read and make sure that it runs. So we like to answer questions on the Turkey's Opinion, and there we go. We answered 3. You guys already knew about the reloads because you've been watching our videos, of course, and you're subscribed. but you didn't know about 40 Smith & Wesson or the aluminum case. For now, we have a sort of answer. You're not supposed to do it. I'm not telling you to do it, but for me, with this rifle today, we got away with it. Hope you enjoy these videos we're doing with a 10mm carbine from Ruger. We're gonna be doing a whole bunch more, gel tests, all sorts of comparisons coming up. Thank you for watching this video, and until we see you next time, stay safe, have fun, and keep shooting.